Dear friends, starting from where we had left, in the last video, we talked about methods of improving the efficiency of the gas turbine power plant. So one of the technique of improving the efficiency of the gas turbine power plant is regeneration, and that is what is the objective of this small video today. If you have a look at the screen, you would find that I have drawn simple schematic of a gas turbine power plant with regenerator. So as you know, a gas turbine power plant comprises of a compressor, a combustion chamber, and a gas turbine proper. In addition to this simple cycle, you see an inclusion of a regenerator. Now, what is this regenerator? If you look at the path of this working fluid, you would understand what is this regenerator. You see what is happening here. The ambient air is taken in, sucked in the compressor. It is compressed to a pressure P2. Pressure ratio would be P2 by P1. This compressed air would then flow through the regenerator, and when it flows through the regenerator is a heat exchanger. The compressed air would be heated up to some certain highest temperature. Let us say that temperature is T5. I would simultaneously look at the temperature entropy diagram, and we would relate these two. We started with state 1. This is state 1. And then we talked about compression 1 to 2. So ideally, we all know that in the Brayton cycle, the model is the compression is isentropic. So look at this, it's 1 to 2 is isentropic, entropy at 1 and entropy at 2 is the same. And then we talked about this new process, which is not in the simple cycle. This new process is of heating 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is a heating process. So what happens is there is a heating at constant pressure. So you see the temperature increases from T2 to T5. This is the temperature T5 here. And this was the temperature T2 earlier. So the temperature now jumped from T2 up to T5. And this has happened because of heat exchange. This has happened because of heat exchange in the regenerator. Okay. Then this heated gases would then get into the combustion chamber. And in the combustion chamber, you see that heat is externally supplied. So this 2 to 5 is also heat supplied, and 5 to 3 is also heat supplied. But 2 to 5 is the heat supplied internally, that is by internal heat exchange. And 5 to 3 is a heat supplied, but it is heat supplied by combustion, which is the external heat exchange. So 5 to 6, we see that there is a heat supplied, which is Q in, we can say, and that Q in is nothing but mass into specific heat into change in temperature. You look at this. This is the heat supplied. So per kg, it would be specific heat. M is 1. So Cp, specific heat at constant pressure, into temperature difference across the combustion chamber. So T3 minus T5. This is the heat supplied in the combustion chamber. What happens next is, after the combustion chamber, this heated, the flue gases would reach the gas turbine and they would be expanded in the gas turbine. So in the gas turbine, the expansion is again isentropic. So 3 to 4 is isentropic. You look at this. 3 to 4 is isentropic. And this isentropic expansion would lead to a drop in the temperature from T3 to T4. The entropy remaining constant. This gases, okay, and that is what is regenerator. These gases which are being emitted from the gas turbine, they are considerably hot. They are at a much higher temperature than the ambient temperature. So regenerator is what basically we are making use of this energy, which otherwise would have been wasted. So the energy which otherwise would have been wasted, it is being put in use, and where it is used, this energy of the exhaust gases, the flue gases leaving the turbine, it is used in the regenerator for preheating this compressed air. So what happens from 4 to 6 or 4 to 6? So this 4 to 6 is nothing but you are making use of the energy from the flue gases. If it was not so, the gases would have been let out at 4 and this energy from 4 to 6 would have been wasted. So regeneration is basically an energy recovery technique so that the efficiency of the gas turbine power plant improves. How it improves now? How is that it improves? So if you want to look at it from the energy angle, so what is the heat supplied? So the heat supplied is Q3 minus Q5, Q3 minus Q5. This is the heat supplied, right? And what is the heat rejected? Heat rejected is Q4 minus Q1, right? So the heat supplied minus heat rejected is the work output. What is this Q34? This expression is written in turbine work. So 34 is a turbine work. So you know that heat supplied minus heat rejected is also equal to turbine work minus this is compressor work. So the numerator of this expression is either heat supplied minus heat rejected or work turbine minus work compressor. So in my slide, what you say is the expression is written as in the numerator, it is the heat supply, it is the turbine work minus the compressor work. Turbine work is 3 to 4 and compressor work is 1 to 2. So turbine work minus compressor work is the net output. And why is the efficiency improved? The efficiency is improved because now the heat supplied is only Q3 to 5. So 3 to 5 is the heat supplied. In absence of regenerator, the heat supplied would have been more. How much more? The heat supplied would have been Q3 to 2. Q3 to 2. It means that the heat supplied would have been CP T3 minus T2. In absence of regenerator, the heat supplied would have been CP T3 minus T2. Because of regenerator, the heat supplied reduces from T3 minus T5. It becomes T3 minus T5. Okay, CP T3 minus T5. It means that the denominator is reduced. Hence the efficiency is improved. So that is the advantage, or that is the basic concept of regeneration. So we need to be very clear on this. Now, another important concept in regenerator is whether this exchange which we are shown here, is the ideal exchange. It is not the ideal exchange. Here the diagram which you see here is, it is not the ideal exchange, because the ideal expectation was that instead of the state phi, the state should have been phi dash. Okay, we'll come to that why it is so. The state should have been phi dash instead of phi. So in case of ideal heat exchange, the temperature would have been increased from T2 to T5 dash, and T5 dash would have been equal to T4. So this would have been an ideal heat exchange. It means that the effectiveness of the heat exchanger would have been 1. So we are basically concerned about this effectiveness. So how to define this effectiveness? So the effectiveness is defined as the actual heat transfer to the ideal or maximum possible heat transfer. So that captures the efficiency of the regenerator. If it is 100% efficient, we don't use the term efficient, we use the term effective. So if it's 100% effective, then this actual heat transfer would be equal to the maximum heat transfer. It means that this phi would be equal to 4. Means this point would shift to this point. If it is an ideal heat exchange, or it means that if the effectiveness is 100% or equal to 1, then this point would shift to this point. It means that this H phi would be equal to H phi dash, and H phi dash would be equal to H4. So if we are getting this, then this becomes H4, and hence H4 minus H2 upon H4 minus H2 is equal to 1. So the effectiveness, unfortunately is not 1. It is less than unity or less than 100%, and that is because of actual heat transfer being less than the ideal heat transfer. So to capture how much it is less, we use this term. So we need to remember this, that effectiveness of a regenerator is defined as actual heat transfer upon ideal heat transfer in the regenerator. So the actual heat transfer happens to be H5 minus H2, and the ideal heat transfer happens to be H5 dash minus H2, and H5 dash is nothing but H4, that is H4 minus H2. So this is the concept of regeneration. This is the concept of the effectiveness of regenerator. So using all these concepts, we would be solving numerical in the next few videos. Understand that this is only one method. This is one of the method of improving the performance of the gas turbine power plant. So there are a number of methods of improving the performance of the gas turbine power plant. In this lecture, in this small video, we had seen one of that concept. That concept is use of regenerator to increase the efficiency of the gas turbine power plant. And what is regenerator? We said that regenerator is nothing but a heat exchanger which would facilitate the internal heat exchange between the compressed air and the flue gases which are let out from the gas turbine. I hope you understood the concept. Thanks for listening to this video. Do share this video with your friends who are not studying in this college so that they would also benefit from this. Thank you very much.